Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Enjoy English Talks, where every conversation helps you learn. I'm Judy.
Hello, Judy. Hello, everyone. I'm Jake. How are you today, Judy?
I am peaceful today. Thank you. I went for a walk this morning. No phone, no music, just the fresh air and the sound of birds. And you, Jake?
I'm okay, but honestly, I have been thinking about something. Something that makes me feel a little sad.
A little sad. Tell me what happened.
I have a friend. We started learning English at the same time, the same month, the same year, but now he speaks much better than me, much faster. He doesn't stop to think. The words just come out.
And that makes you feel bad about yourself?
Yes, it does. I feel like I am too slow, like maybe I am not good enough, like maybe I should just stop.
Oh, Jake, please don't stop. And I want to tell you something very important today, something I want all of our listeners to hear. English is a journey, not a race.
English is a journey, not a race. What exactly does that mean?
It means there is no first place. There is no winner. There is no finish line at the end. Everyone walks at their own speed, and every speed is okay.
But my friend is so far ahead of me. He can watch movies without subtitles now.
Is he ahead, or is he just on a different path? Maybe he has more free time to study. Maybe he lives with English speakers. Maybe he learned a similar language before. There are so many reasons why people learn at different speeds.
I never thought about it that way. I only saw the result.
And here's something important. His speed doesn't change your speed. His journey doesn't make your journey smaller. You are still learning. You are still growing.
That is true. I am still here, still trying.
And that is what matters most. But first, we have a small request.
Yes, if you like our podcast, please click the like button.
Please subscribe to Enjoy English Talks.
And share this episode with your friends and family.
Thank you. It helps us so much.
We love our listeners.
Okay, now let's start. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine a long road, a beautiful road through green mountains. The sun is warm, the air is fresh. Some people walk fast on this road. Some people walk slowly. Some people stop to look at the flowers. Some people sit down and rest. And some people run.
And all of them are on the same road?
Yes, all of them. But the road doesn't end. There is no finish line waiting at the top. The point isn't to arrive first. The point is to enjoy the walk.
Enjoy the walk. That sounds nice, but it is hard when someone runs past you and you are still walking.
I know, it is hard. Our brains like to compare. C-O-M-P-A-R-E. Compare. It means to look at two things and decide which one is better or worse.
I compare myself to my friend every day. I hear him speak and I think, why can't I do that?
And when you compare, how do you feel?
Bad, small, like I'm failing at something everyone else can do.
But you aren't failing, Jake. You are learning. Every day you learn something new. Every episode you listen to, every word you practice, your English gets a little stronger, a little better.
That is true. I didn't know the word compare 5 minutes ago, and now I do.
See? Progress. Right now, in this moment. Let me give you 3 stories, 3 examples from real life that show why comparing doesn't make sense. And then I will share 3 secrets to help you enjoy your journey.
Okay, I am ready.
Story 1. English learning. Imagine 2 students. They both start at 0, no English at all. Student A has no job, no family responsibilities. She studies English 4 hours every single day. Student B has a full-time job, 2 children. She studies 30 minutes before bed because that is the only quiet time she has.
That isn't fair at all. Student A has so much more time.
Exactly. After 3 months, Student A speaks well. She can have conversations. Student B speaks a little, simple sentences. But is Student B slow?
No, she is doing her best with the time she has.
Yes, student B is doing something amazing. 30 minutes a day after a long, tiring day with children who need her attention, that takes real effort. Effort means hard work. E-F-F-O-R-T. Effort.
So student B shouldn't compare herself to student A.
Never, because their lives are completely different. Their time is different. Their situations are different. But both of them are making progress. Both are on the journey. Both are moving forward.
Are learning just at different speeds, and that is okay.
More than okay. It is normal. This is what I see as a teacher every day. Students who compare themselves to others always feel sad and frustrated, but students who focus on their own path feel happy and motivated.
Focus on yourself, not on others. I need to remember that.
Story 2. Running. My neighbor started running last year. On the first day, she ran for 2 minutes, just 2 minutes. Then she walked home completely tired.
2 minutes? That is very short.
Yes, and her friend ran 5 kilometers on the first day. Fast, strong. My neighbor felt embarrassed.
I would feel embarrassed too.
But my neighbor didn't quit. She kept going. Every week she ran a little more. 3 minutes, then 5, then 10. After 6 months, she could run 30 minutes without stopping.
That is great progress. From 2 minutes to 30 minutes?
Yes, and she felt proud. Every week she felt a little stronger. She wasn't thinking about her friend anymore. She was thinking about herself, her own progress.
And what about her friend, the fast one?
Her friend, who started so strong, she hurt her knee after 2 months. She pushed too hard, too fast. Her body wasn't ready. She had to stop completely for a long time.
So going fast isn't always better.
No, sometimes slow is safe. Sometimes slow is smart. My neighbor's body had time to grow strong. Her legs, her lungs, her heart. She built a foundation. Foundation means the base, the strong part underneath everything else.
Like a house, you need a strong base before you build the walls.
Exactly. Your English is the same. If you go too fast, you miss things. But if you go at your own speed, you build a strong foundation, and that foundation lasts forever.
Slow and steady. I like that.
Story 3. Growing a plant. My mother grows vegetables in her garden. Every spring, she puts tiny seeds into the soil, and then she waits.
How long does she wait?
Weeks, sometimes months. The plant doesn't grow overnight. It grows a little bit each day, so slowly that you can't see it moving. You look at it on Monday, nothing. Tuesday, nothing. Wednesday, still nothing.
That sounds frustrating.
It can feel that way. But one morning you wake up and there is a small green leaf, then another leaf, then a flower, then a tomato, red and beautiful.
All that waiting was worth it.
Yes, and here is the important part. You can't pull the plant to make it grow faster. If you pull it, you break it. The plant needs time, water, sunlight, and patience. P-A-T-I-E-N-C-E. Patience means being okay with waiting.
My English is like a plant.
Yes, water it every day with practice. Give it sunlight with curiosity. And wait. Don't pull it. Don't force it. Don't compare your small seedling to someone else's big tree. Your plant will grow in its own time, in its own beautiful way.
English is a journey, not a race. I really feel that now.
Good. Now, let me share 3 secrets for enjoying your journey. 3 things you can do starting today.
I need these secrets. Tell me.
Secret number 1, stop comparing.
Stop comparing. But how do I do that? My brain does it without asking me.
I know. Everyone's brain does it. It's automatic. Your brain whispers, look at them. They're better than you. Why are you so slow? Maybe you should quit.
Yes, my brain says exactly that.
But here's the truth. Your brain isn't always right. Sometimes your brain tells you lies, and you don't have to believe every thought you have. Your brain says they are better, but you can say back, I am on my own path. Their speed isn't my speed.
Talk back to my own brain?
Yes, it sounds strange, but it works. Practice saying, I am learning, I am growing. That is enough. Every time you compare, replace that thought with this one.
I am learning. I am growing. That is enough. I will try that.
Good. And one more thing. Delete the apps that make you compare. Maybe you follow someone online. Their English makes you feel bad about yours. Unfollow them. Protect your peace.
Protect my peace. That is important.
Yes, write those words on a piece of paper. Put it next to your mirror. Say it every morning.
I will do that. What is the next secret?
The second secret, look back, not forward.
Look back. Why would I look back?
Because when you look forward, you see everything you don't know yet, all the words you haven't learned, all the grammar you don't understand. It looks like a huge mountain, and you feel small and overwhelmed. Overwhelmed means there is too much and you feel lost.
Yes. When I think about everything I still need to learn, I want to give up. It feels impossible.
But when you look back, what do you see?
I see where I started. I couldn't say anything in English, not even hello. And now I'm having this whole conversation with you.
Exactly. Look at that distance from 0 to here. That is real progress. That is proof that you are growing, even when it feels slow, even when it feels hard.
I never look back. I always look at what I can't do yet.
Most people do that, but try to change. Every week, think about one thing you can do now that you couldn't do before. Maybe you understand a song. Maybe you read a sign. Maybe you said thank you to someone. Small things, but real things.
That is a good idea. Celebrate the small wins.
Yes, the distance between then and now, that is your proof. Nobody can take that away from you.
Look back, not forward, and feel proud. I like that.
And the third and final secret, enjoy the walk.
Enjoy the walk. What does that mean in real life, in my real, actual life?
It means find joy in the daily practice. Find happiness in the process itself. Process means the things you do every day. Don't wait to be happy until your English is perfect. Be happy now, today, in this moment.
But I always think I will be happy when my English is fluent.
And does that day ever come?
No, because there's always more to learn. Always another level.
Exactly. Fluent isn't a destination. destination. Destination means the place you arrive at, the end of the trip. But language isn't like that. Language is always growing, always changing. Even I learn new English words every week.
Really? You learn new words too?
Of course, language never stops. So if you wait to be happy until you are done, you will wait forever because you are never done.
So I should be happy now, even though my English isn't perfect.
Yes. Think about it. You listen to a song in English. You understand one line. How does that feel?
Amazing. I always smile.
That smile? That is the journey. You read a sign in English. You understand it without a dictionary. How does that feel?
Proud. Happy.
That pride, that is the journey. Don't wait for some big moment in the future. The journey is made of these tiny, beautiful moments every day. Enjoy the podcast you listened to today. Enjoy the word you learned this morning. That little feeling of, oh, I understand. That is the journey, and it is beautiful.
The journey is beautiful, even with the mistakes, even with the slow days.
Especially on the slow days. Those are the days that build your strength. Those are the days that matter most. Now, let me speak directly to you, our listeners.
Yes, this part is for you.
I don't know where you are in your English journey. Maybe you just started last week. Maybe you have been learning for years. It doesn't matter. Wherever you are doing enough. You are doing great.
Don't compare yourself to anyone, not your classmate, not your friend, not someone on the internet.
Your path is yours alone. Your speed is your speed, and every single step you take is valuable. Valuable means it has worth. It matters. VALUABLE.
If you were listening to this right now, that is progress. You showed up today. You are practicing. That matters.
Maybe nobody sees your effort. Maybe nobody says, good job. But we see you. We are proud of you. You are brave for trying. You are strong for continuing.
You aren't behind. You are exactly where you need to be.
English is a journey, not a race, and you are already walking. Keep going. We believe in you. Let's do a quick recap.
Yes, what did we learn today?
Today we talked about why learning English isn't a race. It is a journey. Everyone learns at a different speed, and every speed is normal and okay.
We heard 3 stories. First, about 2 English students with very different lives. Then, about a runner who went slowly but built a strong foundation. And finally, about growing a plant with patience and time.
And we shared 3 secrets. First, stop comparing yourself to others. Focus on your own path.
Then, look back at how far you already came. Be proud of your progress.
And finally, enjoy the walk. Find happiness in the daily practice, not just the final result.
English is a journey, not a race. I will remember that forever.
That makes me so happy to hear. Well, that's all the time we have for today.
Thank you so much for listening to Enjoy English Talks.
Yes, thank you, everyone. It was fun.
Please subscribe to Enjoy English Talks
Give this episode a like.
and share it with a friend.
Now, we have a question for you today.
Yes, please leave a comment below.
What is your one small goal for this week? One small English thing you will practice? Tell us in the comments.
We would love to read your answers.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone. Keep practicing your English.